Every morning began with the usual chores. He fed the chickens, cows, and pigs, and then headed to the field. But one such morning, he heard an unusual noise that alarmed him. After feeding the animals, Friedrich went to the field, where he noticed the missing hen and a kitten that seemed to be playing together. However, something else caught his attention. 10 strange eggs lay on the ground, surrounded by bright grass. Friedrich stepped closer and felt uneasy. The eggs looked unusual, and he couldn't understand where they had come from. When Friedrich returned home, his daughters, Anna and Sophie, noticed his worried expression. He told them about his discovery, and though he wanted to crush the eggs to get rid of them, the girls convinced him to stop. "Dad, what if something interesting hatches from them?" said Anna. Sophie added, "Maybe they'll bring us happiness." Though doubtful, Friedrich agreed to leave the eggs alone. He decided to give them a chance and went back to his work. 2 days later, when Friedrich returned to the field, he was amazed. Tiny creatures had begun hatching from the eggs. At first, he couldn't believe his eyes, but soon he realized they were baby peacocks. They were fluffy and curious, with bright feathers just beginning to unfurl. Friedrich remembered how, as a child, he had a peacock that became his best friend. He often played with it on the farm, and those memories filled his heart with warmth. Now, seeing these little peacocks, he felt they could become part of his life. Deciding to keep a few peacocks on the farm, Friedrich began caring for them, teaching his daughters how to look after the new pets. He explained how important it was to care for animals and respect nature. However, Friedrich also realized he couldn't keep all the peacocks. He decided to send some to a sanctuary so they could live in their natural habitat and bring joy to others. When it was time to say goodbye to the little peacocks, Friedrich and his daughters felt sadness but also pride in making the right choice. They knew these beautiful creatures would be happy in the sanctuary and would always remember how their story began on Friedrich's farm.